Hello everybody, watch this review here. As a kid I never really had that many remote controlled cars, and I certainly didn't have any remote controlled boats or planes or anything. I guess that's the whole wonder of adulthood, when you can just randomly make crazy impulse purchases to make up for lost youth. Presented before you is the Star Wars, Clone Wars, Republic Gunship remote control, spaceship thingy. I don't know. Put up by Hasbro. As you can see, it's got all these cool windows and a really nice backdrop in the background. Very cool. I managed to snag this very cheaply. I still believe this is probably a misprint or something, because one of my marshals was selling them for, I think it was like 25, and I think at retail they were going like 30 maybe. I don't know, but I picked it up for $5. I couldn't have been happier with that, and then, as most impulse purchases are, I ended up putting it on the shelf and forgetting about it, but it's here now, so we're going to check it out. And before we talk about the remote-controlled gunship, I think it's time that I tease you with more box stuff, instead of just delivering the meat of the review. It is a really nice-looking box, though. Just really nice looking backdrops and everything, and I'm just impressed with the whole display aspect of this, even though I don't think I'll be saving this, and it really has limited application. But let's move this out of the way now. Fast way to clear a table. And here we have the gunship, which doesn't really fit all that well. And oh yeah, the remote for it, which is probably essential, and the directions, which who cares about? Nah, I would just chuck them, but just to give you an idea, just quickly flip through the book here. Batteries not included, which by the way was the name of a movie from the 80s. Yeah, I think that was it. I don't think it was batteries included. But the 4 batteries that I put in there probably cost about as much as what I paid for this. So, yeah. Now, I guess there's a wire component that you use for actually charging the thing. But it actually has a charge going straight for the from the box. I love this. Choose an appropriate flight area. Yeah, it kind of sucks. The other sort of neat thing is there's actually a different channel for this. So if you're having like a mini gunship battle, each one's got to be on a different channel, A, B, or C. Clearly that's not enough for an armada. But again, these are gunships, and I can't remember the other one. I think the other one was a Jedi Starfighter, which actually you could possibly do an armada with, but I mean, if it's TIE Fighters and X-Wings, yeah, you'd need like another 50 slots or something. That would be really awesome, but alas, not the case. Now, I don't know, it's like, it doesn't really control all that well, as I'll show you in a second. I mean, I probably should just read the instructions and do it correctly, but first you flip the thing on. By the way, this is a soft styrofoam, so that's how it works and everything. I guess it's just got a small charger. Shoot. Small charger or something in there, and when it's on, it's got this little red flashing light, which is kind of neat. The remote. Left controls, I guess, throttle and flight and hover. This controls movement, I think. I don't know. I don't think the left and right actually do anything for this thing. Could be wrong. Probably am. Usually is the case, but yeah, that's basically how it's happened every time I've tried to use it. Clearly, this is not the ideal format for, ow, shit, that hurt, from trying to film this, because it's a stationary device inside my home. Whereas you really need a camera and just doing this crap outside, but I'm not doing that. For one thing, the sound would just be all over the place. So basically, it never seems to really get the lift that it needs to really take off. It just gradually floats down to the floor while covering at full speed. And I'm not sure if that's because it just needs more of a charge, or maybe it needs weather conditions like wind and stuff, or maybe it's just a piece of crap. Frankly, out of the above, kind of leaning towards the last one. I mean, I know you can use things like this inside buildings. I mean, I saw it in an episode of House. I mean, sure, a lot of things in House aren't true, but I'm pretty sure that thing is. Wasn't exactly this type of model, though, but it was something similar. And yeah, it makes a horrendously loud noise the entire time you're doing it. The construction's kind of weird. It's got like these little buffer things that I guess hold the rings together. There's actually a replacement pack or something with 3 more of these, although I'm not sure how you'd ever damage these in the first place. I'm assuming those are replacement. I'm assuming I don't actually need to do something with it, but apparently there's like this little charger thing here, which you need to plug something in or hold something. Wait a second. Okay, so apparently this red portion here isn't just decorative, it actually flips up and reveals the cable that you plug in there to charge. But I think the problem is I'm just trying to go too quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with this. Of course, putting it on a lopsided surface doesn't really help, but let me flip it around and see if it works better going the opposite direction. Wow. I think I already broke it. By the way, this is a new record for me. I've had this thing out of the box for less than 20 minutes and it's already apparently busted. I'm not sure whether or not I should be proud of myself right now. I'm thinking no. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, hold on a few minutes and I'll see if I can get this thing flying somewhere else. Alright, so I think what might have happened for one thing was that this part got tangled up here and it sort of jammed, which is why this propeller didn't also go. And I guess the 2 propellers together are supposed to kind of get things going. The only problem is, even when things were operating like I think they should have, then I probably should just read the instruction manual, but I'm too bored of that. I'm gonna upload this without even looking at the instruction manual, and then if somebody knows what I did wrong, they can just point it out, and you know, I can look like a complete idiot. But hey, you know, it's just how it goes. But at any rate, even when it's going like how I think it's supposed to go, it doesn't seem to maintain flight for all that long. It still sort of sinks to the ground, just not as in a thing as weird as the way I put it. Also, the other issue is it can't fly straight off the ground for some reason. I guess the receptors just aren't great enough. Like, you know, I guess it's got to be in a certain range, and this portion's probably got to be facing the front portion of this. So, to summarize this and to put this into, my opinion, to Star Wars lingo, you know, just channeling some locale here. Yeah, this is Bantha Poodoo. As Jabba would pronounce it. I mean, this really doesn't have the sort of functionality that I kind of want or anything. And I mean, granted, I do have to just go outside on a windy day or something and mess around with it. And, you know, if it flies off somewhere I never see it again, so be it. Yeah, that sounds so terrible, but detail-wise, in case you're just wondering, it looks like a gunship. It's clearly styrofoam. You can see, like, the little material and stuff. Little lines and crap. They don't really do much to conceal the fact that, yes, this is frickin' styrofoam and it will break pretty easily if you mess with it, but they did have the little carvings and stuff for detail. It does have, you know, little bits of paint here and there to give the impression. All in all, you know, it's just a terribly disappointing thing, and I'm happy I did not pay the 15 or 20 or 25 bucks or however much it was. It might have just been 15. I don't know for this figure when it originally came out, but it was originally issued in 2008. I picked it up in, what was it, 2011 or 2010. I think it was just earlier this year. I could probably check the receipt, but I think I already threw it out. So yeah, this has been a look at the Republic gunship from the Clone Wars branch of this whole Star Wars RC thingy. And actually, it's kind of neat. It looks like they actually use plastic parts for the guns down here. They do seem to sort of come out, but I mean, they're not really adjustable or anything, so I'm not sure why they'd opt for that. Maybe it ties into the inner unit or something. But yeah, until next time, folks, when I review something that's actually a figure and not a kind of crappy plane. Let's go.